Harbaugh now heads to Los Angeles Chargers.
If you think anyone can predict a Jim Harbaugh speech, you're out of your damn mind.
That's a beast mode. My God.
You have to love what you're seeing on tape if you're a Chargers fan, especially for the future with Justin Herbert.
We have a Chargers quarterback that cusses, boys. This is dangerous.
Phillip-Rivers sheds a tear.
We want to be known as world champions, and we're gonna do it or die trying. Don't let the powder blues fool you.
Who's got it better than I?
What up, my folks? Welcome back to the Charger Chat. I'm your co-host, Will Doug, sitting with my buddy, Kev Duggan.
Oh, man. The helmets are on. Not the pads yet, but there's players running around doing football stuff, and it feels good. It feels real.
Feels very real. So real that we've got Kyle the Coach Duggan with us.
Yeah, I mean, finally some football stuff, some sad news from the last time that we recorded, and then some fun stuff, some signings going on today. There's a lot of moving and shaking. We got stuff to talk about.
It has been a roller coaster of emotions this last week, and we will get into all of it. And we've got an Ask Boltfam lined up for you. You guys, boy, as soon as these guys hit the field, you guys throw yourselves at us with questions.
I love it. Literally, the fans, like they take a break during the offseason, but then when it starts up, it's like, bam, everyone's back, and it's lovely.
Power. It's our training camp, too.
Right, the kisser. Yeah.
So let's start. This is going to be out of order, folks, but we got to start with the big one here at the top. For those of you that are a part of Patreon, tune in on Friday because you're going to see us barely make it through without shedding a tear of watching the announcement of the official retirement of Phillip-Rivers, Charger for life.
Love that, man.
God bless him, man. Finally making the decision to say, you know what? It's time. Let's get the 1-day contract done.
Yeah.
And let's call it a deal. And
it was seeing him get so emotional. It's just cool. It's different eras, right? Because he was emotional on the field in every way.
Yeah.
And he gets emotional here talking about like, just like
sleeves,
driving down to the stadium and all that. And it's just awesome to see the linemen bring him the contract, his boys, you know.
Yeah.
It was a great video.
Very
like, what do we
special.
expect from the Chargers social media team? But that was amazing.
That was a tight knit group, like he said. Like, and when we watched it, it was just like, my God, having these guys for as long as he did for almost their entire career and almost his entire career, like, what an awesome tight knit group to have. Like, to be so lucky to not just play with the same team for almost your entire career, but to have the same guys around you for almost your entire career. That's so special.
244 straight games.
That's
not
insane.
bad, sir. Not bad.
Yeah.
Well, wherever they're doing this ceremony, drop what you're doing,
please.
Well, just give us a heads up, Chargers, please, so we can make arrangements.
Yeah,
I don't even need that much of a heads up. No matter how much time you give us, I'll be there.
Kyle will be there.
Yeah. There's not many things I can clear my schedule for, but this is one of them.
For the guy, I mean, for the guy that a lot of us were just like, boy, Chargers aren't doing too great, but I gotta watch because Phil's playing. I gotta watch Phil, man.
He was the beginning. Yeah. He's what really brought everybody in. You know, like we were fans early, but like when the Phil era started, it was like that's when the diehardness became like crazy fans we are today.
Right.
And I think Phil had a lot to do with that.
Big time. He was such a personality on and off the field, and in the best of ways. I mean, the guy never cursed. The guy was just dadgummit. He was just one of the best, and so glad that he's doing that, and
love
hopefully
love
you, Phil. Get that number retired as well. Put that up there, hang it up in the rafters, please.
Yeah, no one's touching 17.
That better not.
No one has. Even he wasn't even retired yet. No one has the balls to ask for it.
No.
And then some shocking news. Boy,
shocking is an understatement.
This happened obviously prior to the announcement of Phil's retirement, but Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams agent Tory Dandy informed the team last night, this was obviously a few days ago, after 8 seasons, his client is retiring from the NFL. Williams walks away from the game at the age of 30. This guy.
What the actual F?
Yeah. Who had that on your bingo card?
No.
Mike Williams retires before Phillip-Rivers.
No. Well, that was, for some of us, that was the most exciting news of the offseason.
Yeah.
Bringing back Mike Williams.
Yeah.
And
that was like the one veteran in the wide receiver room. You know, like outside of him, now QJ is the vet out there.
Yeah.
It's that got real young real fast once he decided to retire. And like, I don't know, man, it's just such a kick in the nuts to retire. It's not like you got hurt and it's like, oh shoot, like what are you gonna do? It's like, no, I'm calling this. You think I'm on the team, you're gonna plan for me to be on the team,
right? You're
and
gonna
now
draft
the day
like
before
I'm on
training
the team.
camp, I'm out. That's just, it sucks. I'm not mad at him for it. Obviously, there was reasons. He was hurt, probably body hurts, all that stuff. But it's like kind of put the Chargers in a tough spot there, Mike.
Yeah, that's it sucks.
Yeah,
I was shocked. I was like shocked. I was working and I got a bunch of notifications on my phone. And I pulled it up and I had to step out of where I was just to be like, what the.
Yeah. Gave the Joe Pesci.
Yeah, I went full Joe Pesci on that bullshit and fucking Home Alone. I was so pissed. I was so angry. At first, I was angry at him, and then I realized it's just probably his body not holding up, and he realized he's not going to be able to, do what we bringing him in to do. So I guess
did,
better
like, break his back a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's like I guess the glasses half full. If you're going to do it, it makes sense to do it when you did it.
Yeah.
Don't drag it out. Like let us figure out what the we're gonna do. Sorry you had to bleep that, but this close to having Mike Will for another season. Yeah,
I mean, when I saw it, I thought it was fake. I thought it was one of those like, oh, guess what?
Who's going to be on Netflix?
Bill Belichick's the new NFL.
There's another
coach
Netflix show.
Yeah.
Who's doing it?
But no, that's unbelievably true. And the Chargers sent him off, thanking him and everything like that. Justin Herbert was also one of the first Chargers players to react publicly to Williams' decision. Because, this happened like during training camp. Like the first day of training camp lands.
He's not out there.
And now all of a sudden.
Because you listen to all the other podcasts like Matt Money and all these guys, they're just waiting for Mike to walk out.
Right.
And they all get the news while they're out there starting practice that he's retiring. Like, what the hell? It's kind of like, it was like Andrew Luck when he's like on the sideline at the preseason game and he's wearing his stuff and it got leaked.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. That's tough. It's two very different retirements.
Yeah. Two very
had
different
in
retirements.
a couple days.
Yeah. And like I said, Justin Herbert was one of the first players to react publicly. He said, I want what's best for Mike. He's always been there for us, and we're going to be there for him. It's obviously a tough situation. I've got so much respect for him as a teammate, as a friend, as a receiver, as a player, and the man that he is.
Yeah.
So whatever the reason being, I mean, he started off on the PUP list, so it was like, okay, clearly there's some kind of injury. That's the only thing that we can really lean towards.
It's 100%.
There must be some underlying condition.
No, yeah,
how much of it do you think there's any potential that he saw how tough Harbaugh's training camp was and he goes, yeah, I don't have it in me.
No,
this looks a little bit too rough for me.
It might, there might be an element to that when he got in there with Ben Herbert. He's like, oh shit, this isn't what I remember.
That I find more believable. Ben Herbert, he probably was going to put him on some kind of regimen, and he was just like, I don't know if I can do that.
But I don't want to say that. I think he honestly just got hurt because he was in like the early preseason stuff. Like he just wasn't out there. He was out there for like a couple plays,
right?
And then he was always working off to the side. It's like at some point your body, the way he played football was such an aggressive style of wide receiving, your body gives up.
Right.
And he just like called it before he actually got really hurt. So that's what it is. It's what it is. It just sucks for the Charger fans.
Just
and
bad
Chargers.
timing.
It's like now what are you going to do? There's no one there. You're asking Tre Harris to step up. You're asking QJ to step up as an X. Like we don't really have an X.
Right. No. Well, I mean, we know
Tre's now with this guy.
Well, this front office is not afraid of making moves post-draft, preseason, and that very well could be a possibility. There's still some wide receivers floating around. I know not all of them necessarily fit the same build and position that Mike Williams would play.
They need an X. Somebody semi-proven X, and not DJ Chark.
Well, that might come with our new signed rookie, round 2 wide receiver, Tre Harris. As we mentioned in the previous podcast or the previous episode, it was him and 30 other folks that were waiting to get a contract done. We just happened to be the first team that had the opportunity for a holdout. And so his name was the one that was being thrown out there. Sure enough, dominoes started to fall. And I think he was maybe the third or fourth one to get a deal done. And he did. They agreed to the rookie contract, 4 years, $7.817 million. And he receives a fully guaranteed portion of 71.35% of a little over $5.5 million. So obviously that was the big thing. It was just like, all right, guaranteed. How much? 100%, 90%, 80%?
Well, and he held out for basically a 10% bump from what the same position got the previous year.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Thank God he didn't miss much time at practice because we had a retirement. The next day he signed and he was in camp immediately. Like, let's go, get out there. But I still don't. I'm curious what they're going to do with X. It feels confusing at the moment with Mike gone.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, they're a bunch of smart individuals. They're going to come up with something, some kind of plan, and we'll see what that ends up being. But with training camp happening, there are obviously some quotes that we've got to go through. One of them is from Joe Ortiz, because another guy we're waiting to find out on contract is Rashan Slater. I think he showed up for like one day, but then he's been sitting off the side a couple.
Yeah, he
other
suited
days.
up the first day and was out there practicing, and then in Harbaugh's mic'd up, he like thanked him for being out there and participating. We appreciate you doing it. And he's like, yeah, coach, I love this team. So no, I think they're getting close. I think they're getting closer.
Yeah. It was like a statement. It was like a act of good faith for him to come out there and be like, this just, and it does kind of relieve all the media, right? Because even us as fans were like, they got to be close. If he even showed up with pads on, that means they're close. Him just no showing that's when you go,
that's stressful.
Holy cow, where are negotiations at?
Holy
like this could be bad.
Right. So yeah, Joe had this to say. He said, like any high-level negotiation contract, I've seen plenty of them done in Baltimore and been involved in discussions internally. They just take time. Every conversation has been great. Both sides were making progress, and I feel good about it. I feel good about the progress we're making. Everybody feels good. We're good. Everything.
But dude, it's crazy
progress.
to think about, like the amount of money that they're discussing. Like Tre Harris held out for a 4-year, $7 million contract, and Rashan Slater is working on something that he's going to get paid he's going to get paid 4 times in 1 year what Tre Harris's entire contract was. It's crazy. Like you can imagine how much goes into these contract negotiations. If even Tre Harris, who doesn't have a whole lot of wiggle room as a rookie, a lot of those contracts are pretty set in stone. Like that's just, I can't even imagine dealing with all of the guarantees and the stipulations and the bonuses and making $25 to $30 million a year. It's like, Jesus, I don't even know how you'd begin that.
Penei Sewell, which is the comp, it seems like, made. It was 4 years, $112 million. So that's a lot of money for
almost $30 million. Yeah.
You're locking them in for, is it 4 years? What is that? What does that look like? Yeah. So I'm just glad he was at practice, and
we'll it's a good sign.
He'll get out there.
Yeah, everything's trending in the right direction. Harbaugh had this to say on Roman and Omarion Hampton. Harbaugh said he's been attacking it, hitting it hard. Talking about Hampton, said still got some days before we're in pads, but I think he's going to be ever better in pads, and looks good without him. He's well trained and ready to roll.
He's got sick muscles, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. He's
looking jacked, bro.
He brought all his guns to the gun show. For
you got permits for that?
Yeah, I hope so. I need to see those papers. And then Greg Roman had this to say. He said he's afforded himself very well. I love how he finds the hole. Love everything about him. Really, it's unfortunate Najee is not able to practice right now, but we're just glad Najee is in the fold and he's going to be all right. Hampton is going to get more reps and whatnot, and he's taking advantage of them too. He's definitely going to factor in with what we do.
Are you seeing some of the videos they're posting about him on just like individual drills?
Of Omarion?
The dude is a tank.
Oh, yeah.
A quick, spry tank.
Well, that was what everybody touted about him for, was that like he just kind of pinballs his way, through defenders, and like it takes a lot to knock him down. So,
and he's just the speed and the quickness that comes in that package is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for him.
Yeah. Very fun to watch. And then Junior Colson, the guy that we've been waiting to see hit the field and really make an impact, talked about his injuries last year. He said, me and Coach Harbaugh talked about it. I'd rather have it year 1 than year 5 or 6. Getting those injuries behind me, getting healthy. It's the NFL. You don't really get all that time, so you have to stay on top of your body. You have to stay on top of your health. That's an interesting perspective to say, boy, I'd rather it happen year 1 than year 5 or 6.
That's just an optimistic outlook. You don't want to have that at all. But yes, you might as well get it done before you get rolling.
Well, you had the same thing with Deion Henley. He missed pretty much his entire rookie year because of an injury he sustained early on in the season. Never really got on the field. A lot of us suspect that was Brandon Staley due to him, but also could have been very similar to Junior Colson, where he got hurt early and just couldn't get up to speed quick enough.
Right.
But now if he has the same trajectory as Deion did, he's prepped for a giant sophomore season. So I think to be hurt your first year, a lot of the first year is just catching up speed wise anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And he was able to get on the field for the last 4 or 5 weeks and played well. So yeah, dude, that linebacker room looks fun and young.
Yeah, it does.
It does look like fun. And then
I think, and just to stay on the linebackers for a second, Deion Henley had like back-to-back days of interceptions on the 11.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So
I saw that.
they're working. It's working. Keep it going, Deion.
Working.
And then Colson, on getting ready for the year, said, I kind of just went back to what I knew, how I work and how I grinded before injuries and things pushed me back. There's no flashy things or adding different things like I need to do this differently. Just go back to the fundamentals, go back to Coach Ben Herbert and guys that always got me right and making sure I get right and ready to go.
Time to get right.
That's what you want. You want to get right.
Get it right. Get it tight.
I mean, that's the other thing that I also don't necessarily consider is getting right and tight. No. But, Colson is really the only guy that got to experience Harbaugh in college and transfer that up into the NFL level.
And mentor.
And mentor. And Ben Herbert.
And Herbert. Yeah.
Like
his entire staff.
He is like primed.
Lucky dog.
To be like, just have an explosive season with Harbaugh at the helm, mentor coordinating, and Ben Herbert getting them right. That's exciting. It's a very exciting year for Colson, and we're anxious to see how that happens. And we're anxious to see you folks sign up for our Patreon, patreon.com/ChargerChat. Check out all the fun, silly videos we got going on over there. And like I said, if you want to watch us get a little misty-eyed over Phil, patreon.com/ChargerChat. But if you don't want to go over there, it's totally fine.
Some grown men cry.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. If that doesn't interest you, you can go on over to our regular website, ChargerChat.com.
I want to see a grown man cry.
Yeah, no. I'm not paying money for that. You can go to our regular website, ChargerChat.com. Check out all the cool stuff we got over there. T-shirts, hoodies, and stickers. Chat it up with other Charger Chat tiers in the member section. Ask questions and Ask Boltfam. Check it out, ChargerChat.com. All right, folks. And like I said, once these players hit the field, you guys come out with a bunch of questions, and it's a doozy for this week. So hold on tight. It's time for Ask Boltfam.
Hell yeah.
Time to put your money where your mouth is.
Hi, guys.
Go jam a thumb up his butthole. That's what you do.
I wet myself in excitement.
Tulsa hungry.
Your thoughts are like totally appreciated. Catch you later, dude.
Okay, love you, boy.
That's right, folks. Time for Ask Bolt Fam. We start at the top with Big Red Bolts fan.
He's back.
Who asked a question?
Oh,
Dear Charger Chat, this is your favorite former governor writing you to say, I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on the Chargers Go Chargers video showing my favorite team heartthrobs modeling our new uniforms. My favorite part was when they showed the Caminator, the one and only Dick of the Kicker, showing his gams and flexibility. That's a good-looking kid. With that front tooth gap and chiseled jaw, he looks like if I had a baby with Coach's old teammate, Jim McMahon. Give that kid a bandana and a piece of bubblegum, and the eye will lose its creative mind. No wonder he's so inflappably charismatic. Maybe I'm delusional. It's not a tumor. But I also don't remember a lot of the 80s, so Governator out.
Well, obviously we loved it.
Nice jersey, by the way.
so jealous.
Oh,
freaking love that. I want the
Bolt
0
on the side. Yeah. Deion Henley would look good in this. And it just goes so well with this freaking hat.
I just
you
want
already
my
had
jersey
that
so bad. It said 2.5 weeks for mine, and it's just
good
too
things
long.
come to those who wait.
It's just too long. I can't wait that long. You've seen yours. I want mine so bad.
No, obviously great videos that they put together for both the retro navy and the yellows.
Yeah.
Both of those videos were so sick to watch. But it's funny that he mentions the Caminator, the Caminator.
Oh wait, you got to bring this up.
I think I'll put a video of this up because it's funny. Obviously, like everybody on Twitter talking about Phil, and that's obviously what should be the main focus right now. But I did happen to like pull up like they released the graphic of like the full lineup of gear, all the different uniform combinations and stuff like that.
We should show them.
I will. I've got a screenshot. Trust me. I was looking at it, and I don't know why I didn't notice it until just today. And maybe other folks have talked about it, but I've not seen it. So this might be a Charger Chat exclusive. Cameron Dicker's in the lineup.
Which doesn't usually happen for promos. Kickers are not usually in the lineup.
Number one.
Kickers aren't that cool usually.
They're not cool. They're not allowed to be in the photo shoots usually.
Yeah.
But number two, it's his fingers pointing at something.
Let's just pull it up.
Okay. What is Cameron Dicker pointing at?
Dicker, the kicker?
Is this kicker pointing at his dicker?
I feel like it. It's like the you guys have seen the Back to the Future 3 where the kid is just pointing at his
he's going like
at his nuts,
and then he's like pointing at his dick.
He's basically, I don't know how this got through.
I don't know why Cameron Dicker's pointing at his dick. I can't explain it, and I can't believe this got past HR.
This is why kickers don't make it onto the uniform.
They're not serious.
They don't know what to do. Like he's went
What do I
full
do with
Ricky
my
Bobby.
hands?
What do I do with my hands right now? He just started pointing at his wiener. What a weirdo.
What else do I do?
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do. He thinks that's like cool, like it's like a gang sign. I'm pointing down below my belt.
I don't know. That really cracked me up. So there you go.
It's the last time the kicker makes the promo.
Yeah, exactly. First and last. All right. Well,
I love this show.
It's so much
the
fun.
shit we used to talk about.
All right. Big Red Bolts fan. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Mr. Pekar.
I know him.
Who asked the question.
Justin, I see that you have revealed your new ocular enhancements, and I'm glad you have finally chosen to come to the dark side. Yes. Let the hate flow through you. Take the anger and the hate from those playoff losses, dropped passes, and missed O-line blocks in years past, and let it flow through you. Become the Sith we know you to be. Join me, Darth Harbaugh, so master and apprentice can be united. Together we shall rule the NFL, my new NFL. Tell the haters no, and blow them all away. You see what we did to Acho. He's gone now. Embrace the dark side, and we will rule it all. Die as Justin and rise as my new apprentice, Darth. Yeah. Okay, CC boys, Darth what? You fill in the blank. What is Justin Herbert's Sith name? Each one of you give a different answer. BTF, UFTR, suck my butt. QJ is better than Rice. K love you, bye.
Everyone's stepping it up, dude. This was great.
This was awesome.
Yeah. Those red contact lenses are.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. Apparently,
we need them. I need them for the game.
Well, I just want to see.
We all walk in wearing them.
Yeah,
that would be
I mean,
sick.
we have to.
Yeah. He said they're basically sunglasses.
Yeah, so
because we're in the future.
He had a visor, didn't like it, said he had to keep wiping it off.
Yeah.
And so he was like, well, I don't have to wipe my eyes off. Can we put them on my eyes?
Yeah.
Can I get eye visors?
Yeah.
You're like, are you talking about sunglasses? He's like, no.
I'm
talking about contact
and
lenses.
make them fucking red.
Yeah.
Because I am here to take souls.
So yeah, apparently Justin's got red eyes now, and it's all because of the contacts, and that led to him being a possible Sith Lord. So if he had a name, what would it be?
He does have Anakin vibes, though. Yeah,
he's always had Anakin vibes with all the haircuts and everything. Like all the comparisons have been uncanny. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go back to his history a little bit.
Okay,
I'm going Darth Duck.
Darth Duck.
Darth Duck. Yeah, Darth Duck.
Scrooge McDuck.
Darth Duck.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah. Quack attack, baby.
Quack attack.
Quack.
Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack.
Quack.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna say because he does arguably have the best hair in the NFL, he's gonna be Darth Flo.
Darth Flo. That's good. I like Darth Flo.
Which also sounds like a waitress in a diner. Darth,
excuse me.
What's the soup du jour?
Soup of the day.
Sounds good. I'll have that.
It's Darth Flo to you.
Darth
buddy.
Flo. Darth Flo is sick. What do you got, Kyle?
I got nothing. Those are good boys.
Okay.
No creative juices from me. That's good. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Mr. Pekar, thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Scotty B63.
Scotty!
Who asked the question? Good day, fellas. I'm always stunned by the hatred and disrespect shown towards number 10, Justin Herbert. When you look at his career, accomplishments, and injuries that he's played through, I just don't get it. Why is it so? P.S. Loved your work on the Thunder Down Under podcast, Wolldog.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. Well, thank you, Scotty.
Yep.
Appreciate that and love the Thunder Down Under guys. They were so nice, so fun to hang out
they're
with.
fun.
And
They're
if
really
you aren't listening to the Thunder Down Under, please stop what you're doing, go subscribe, and then come back here.
Or wait till we're done and then go
that's what the
subscribe.
pause button's for.
Okay. What if they like them better than us and they don't come back? What have you done?
You know
what have you done?
For the greater good. For the greater good.
All right.
All right. So we've talked about this before. Justin Herbert just getting an unnecessary amount of, I don't want to call it hate, but just it is like a little bit of disrespectful.
But when that's just what happens when you don't win in the playoffs. Like that's what Phil had too his entire career. Phil always had to deal with the throws picks, can't win the big one. Like that's just it is what it is until you win it.
The one that I keep seeing get thrown around, and I'm curious because obviously this was such a long time ago, and my finger was far from the pulse of what was going on with the Colts. But everybody now, as Charger fans specifically, is relating Justin's career to Peyton Manning's. Peyton Manning lost the first 2, 3, 4. I can't remember playoff games.
Yeah.
Was he getting as much hate as Justin Herbert?
I don't know. It's a different world. The world
It is.
There's no social media back then.
I was going to say, it's a world where everybody's going to give their 2 cents, and we all have to sit and see it.
You sent notes via pigeon back then and owls. It wasn't your
owls.
Yeah. That's how they did
wizards everywhere.
Yeah.
Listen,
Harry Potter.
It was effective. So it's hard to say, but it comes down to the playoffs.
Just a pigeon flying in with like a negative comment. Just drops it on
You
the
suck,
desk.
Peyton.
And then flies away. Different
I hate you, Peyton.
You're overrated as a quarterback.
Sick tweet, bro.
You're top 20 at best.
Top 20 at best. Second tier.
All right. Well, there you go, Scotty. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Marco DeLeo, who asked the question.
Hey guys, what's up? Now that things are starting to take some shape, which rookie or under the radar player do you think will have a breakout year? Also, do you guys think the Chargers have finally solved their offensive line issues? Let's go win it all. Love you, bye.
Rookie or under the radar player with a breakout season. Who's it going to be? Later.
It's easy to go rookie. I think Tre Harris. I think he's going to be requested to do something.
Yeah, he'll definitely be leaned on a little bit more than expected.
But I think Gadsden, from what we're saying, especially him as a wide receiver, if he can get his pads on and be able to block, he's going to be a problem for people because he's just too athletic.
Big time.
So one of those two.
Anybody different?
I think Junior Colson, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I think he was like, we hyped him up so much last offseason.
Yeah.
Well, he just won a natty. He just came with his guys.
And it was just like he already, if coach drafted him, he knows him. He knows he's going to be great. He was the caller. He was like the play caller for Minner's defense in college. Obviously, he's going to step into that role in the pros. We just we were sold on him being the next Junior Seau for the Chargers, and it didn't really live up to that last year. And I think I don't know how he doesn't have a breakout year, to be honest, with the talent that he has and what he did last year. I think that's going to be a huge opportunity for him, with really like Denzel being that 1 year filler guy to really finally get his feet solidified as that middle linebacker for us.
I love that answer. Yeah, that's the epitome of under the radar. I was going to say Gadsden too. I mean, because it's hard not to look at all of the other pundits that have been watching the Chargers camp talking about Gadsden's looking real good right now. He's building a lot of great chemistry with Herbert, and that could be something that's another missing piece, man, that we've been lacking. And if we can find that tight end that can be what, Kelsey is to Mahomes, what Gates was to Rivers, was what Gronk was to Brady. Get that in Gadsden, a player that you picked in, what was he, 5th round? Something like that.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit. That's going to be very exciting to see. So there you go, Marco. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Sino Chance, who asked the question.
Do you guys think we'll sign another veteran wide receiver to play X following the retirement of Mike Williams? Or do you think we'll let Tre Harris take on that role? FTR and Caleb, your boy.
Well, coach came out and said, Coach Roman said that they want him to learn one position first, and it wasn't X. I think it was Z. They were having him work on Z and get really, lined up with that.
Okay.
So I don't know who's on the roster that you bring in as an X. Like we tried Quentin there the year Mike went down, and that didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Amari Cooper maybe?
Yeah, I've heard Amari Cooper's name get tossed around.
I can't imagine you're gonna have to pay a buttload. Like he's still sitting out there,
right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
you're kind of left with few options after Mike stepped down.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there are definitely free agents to be found, and I know everybody's saying bring back Keenan Allen now that Mike Williams is gone. As much as I want Keenan Allen back, and I do want him back, it's just not the same position. It's not the same role. It's not the same thing that, Mike brought to the table and what he was good at doing. So will they bring in another veteran wide receiver? I kind of think they will. They might at least kick the tires on somebody. And I mean, unless there's somebody at training camp that stands out that can do that. Now, I don't know who that would necessarily be.
It makes sense. Tre Harris is the one that you would point to, but they said they're not training him at that.
Right.
They want him to get ready at something else. So it makes me think they're going to go after someone else is what or it's like a cut down situation where they get somebody at that is serviceable that can come in and compete for it. That could happen as well.
Yeah. When
they just brought in 2 running backs for random reasons.
Nyheim Hines and John Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're actively doing it. Whether or not it's a splashy big name, who knows? But
yeah, I don't think it'll be a splashy big name.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that's not what they do in the wide receiver room. If they do anything, they'll add a depth piece, big body guy that can play some X here and there. But you just got to get creative with your play calling. I don't know how Tre Harris doesn't become the X. I mean, the difference between X and Z is X you're out on the open side of the field away from the slot. The Z, you're just working combo routes with the slot with Ladd. So I don't see how he couldn't make the flip over there. And with the Mike Williams, I think it's inevitable that it will happen.
There you go. See no chance. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to the K-Man, who asked the question.
Do you feel now that the practices are padded, the worm will turn as far as players on the outside looking in at a possible roster spot will turn on the afterburners and give the comfy players a run for their money? In other words, it's time to put up or shut up, a.k.a. go home. I love you.
All right. Well, we love you too, K-Man.
Love you too, dude.
Yeah, I mean, once the pads do come on, game on.
Yeah, it's tricky though because you can't hurt people. It's like if you're a fringe roster guy and you go try to take someone's head off that is solidified on the team, you're gonna get cut. It's not like oh wow, he's playing hard. It's gonna be like oh yeah, you're trying to hurt your teammates. You're out of here. So that I think that aspect of football has shifted a lot. I think a lot of what you do, you've already kind of put your stamp on who you are in OTAs and in your mini camps, and now it's you get less chances now. As the further you get into camp, those fringe guys get less and less chances. You just have to take advantage of those couple reps you get, and then it's going to be those preseason games. That's when they have to ramp it up and go prove what they can do with those pads on.
There you go. Couldn't have said it better myself. There you go, K-Man. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to BTFU Chargers guy, baby, who asked the question.
Oh, my Chargers homies. I had a blast at Chargers training camp, baby. And I finally met my Chargers homies in person. I met Karen, baby, and Marianne Doe. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go, baby. And I got a ton of autographs, too. And oh, baby, I was on the news. Let's go, baby.
But anyways, my Chargers homies, I have a couple of questions from my Chargers homies, baby. Do you guys think that Hampton would change his number to his college number if it's available? My Chargers homies, oh baby, do you guys think that Deion Henley's gonna be one of the best linebackers in the league this season? Oh baby, FTR, FTC, donkeys can suck my bum, baby. Oh yeah, baby, can't love you bye. Oh Chargers homies, I'm gonna try to do the Chargers Fan of the Year this season, baby.
Go for it, my guy.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
That would be awesome to see.
And so glad you had a good time at training camp. Man.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Getting all those autographs, seeing Karen and Marianne.
That's nothing quite like a hug from Karen.
Yeah. Those are the best people to hang with.
She's the best.
But as far as your question, Hampton changing his number.
28?
Yeah, he was 28.
Who's 28 now?
Hassan Haskins.
I think it probably would have been done. He probably would have asked for it. He probably
I think if he
for
cared, it would have been done. Yeah.
I don't think Haskins would have had a problem giving up 28. Like maybe he always wanted 8, but he couldn't have 8.
That could be the narrative. Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Yeah. You think they would have worked something out if he really did want 28?
Well, and he better, because there's going to be a lot of people buying his jersey soon, and he better not do the Derwin James and go from 33 to 3.
Or the Joey Bosa.
It could happen. Yeah.
Joey Bosa, 99, 97.
That's the thing, is like there's precedent for it happening in the past with some of our favorite players. So would not surprise me if that was the case. But I like the narrative of him always wanting 8 all along.
Yeah.
And as far as Deion Henley being one of the best linebackers in the league, absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
He absolutely can.
Yeah. So, BTFU Chargers guy. Baby, thank you for asking the question, buddy. Let's move it on now to Rodney Harrison should be in the Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Who asked the question? Who is on the Mount Rushmore of Chargers scapegoats? Brandon Staley, maybe. Highland Sever, Marlon McCree, Pete Roselli. Guy could have moved the AFC Championship game to in 1982. Well, this is an interesting Mount Rushmore. Normally, we're trying to think of the greats, the best of the best. But this is a Mount Rushmore of Charger scapegoats. It's a little tougher, but I mean, there's certainly some names. I mean, Marlon McCree, I think
Marlon McCree is.
He'll be eternal.
Yeah, he'll be an eternal Mount Rushmore. He's the George Washington of that Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
I could see Nate Kading being on there.
He was good for a long time.
I
don't know
know
if I necessarily put him up there. He definitely blew it when the stage was.
I feel like most GMs you could put on there, like,
oh yeah,
they're just the immediate. You blame them. I remember my dad yelling about AJ Smith for
years.
About a decade.
Literally years. You'd sit in the car, he'd listen to sports radio, and as soon as his name would come up, Dad would just
AJ
go on
Smith,
a tear.
Yeah, would just
solid 45 minutes to school or practice wherever you were going.
Bud, he's just not the guy.
He's just not the guy, bud.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
No.
I hope we get a
build
text
the
from your
rocker
dad
room.
after this episode comes up.
I would expect it.
And another thing
and
about
then I'll talk
AJ.
shit about AJ Smith for another hour.
Yeah, we just set him off. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, sorry, Mom. He's just yelling. He's just talking to Mom. Just
pissed off about AJ Smith.
He's going Joe Pesci.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
You could put Brandon Staley on there at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean,
that last
the
season,
recency bias for
and
sure.
when you lose to the Raiders like that, you
When you lose to the Raiders like that, when you lose to the Jaguars playoffs like that.
The year before you lost to the Raiders to not make it into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of dumb, stupid stuff.
Yeah. In retrospect to this.
I'll go Jerry Tillery because he fucked with our boy on the sideline.
Because just because.
And give him the smallest bust on the mountain too, because he's a little man.
He's not worth the rock.
It's not worth the carving time.
All right.
Wait, we're short one. We need one more.
I think Kevin wants to put Trey Pipkins.
He's still on the team. I wouldn't put him on there yet. He's still on the team. Serviceable backup. Don't want him in the
Trey
game.
Pipkins is your AJ Smith for Dad.
You're driving your kids to work.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Trey Pipkins.
Oh, boy. No, sons. Let me tell you about my time. Trey Pipkins.
Oh, man. All right.
But no, Trey Pipkins isn't the answer. We got to come up with a legit.
I think we've said 4 names. There's only 4 guys up there on Mount Rushmore.
Okay. I want to make sure we were answering it correctly.
No, yeah, we're there. We hit it for sure.
Okay.
Rodney Harrison should be in the Hall of Fame. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Andrew Ramsey, Rock Yasin Haha Clinton Deliverance, who asked the question. Good afternoon, Charger Chat Podcast. This is your captain speaking. We have just been informed by the tower that Tre Harris's plane is now at the gate, and we have been cleared for landing. However, I will exit the cockpit with red Justin Herbert contacts and attempt to open the emergency exit door mid-flight to jump out. Before those series of events occur, I have just a few questions for the passenger sitting in first class who goes by the name of Wooldog. The passenger seated in the back by the restroom that has been overflowing since we took off, who go by the name of Coach and Huggin' Duggan, have my permission to chime in. 1. Say Zion Johnson will be center. Any wrong answer, and you will be forced to stay with these mother effing snakes on this mother effing plane and continue the war. 2. If each Chargers wide receiver was a side item on the menu, what would they be as far as importance on this roster now with Mike Williams retiring? And 3, how long into the season do you think the identity crisis for wide receiver X will last? Which game do we find where X marks the spot? Again, thank you for choosing American Ramsey Flight 1715, and good luck having Bradley Bozeman center the plane for landing as your co-pilot. Okay, love you, bye. So, they have been playing Zion Johnson at center and Bozeman at guard, so...
Yeah. Very interchangeable at this point.
Yeah, it's a very strong possibility, and we'll see if that happens.
I hope it happens because Zion
just wants something new.
Yeah, I think
something good.
Other than
it's Zion.
Yeah, that's all I can think of other than just a fresh new, not what it was last year.
Right. All right. If each Chargers wide receiver was a side item on the menu.
Well, I'd go to the barbecue.
Just go starters. First 3.
I'm just going to barbecue. We got tri-tip. We got,
that's a side item?
At a barbecue, you get one main meat and then the sides. I'm just telling you, we got prime meat wide receiver room. So I'm not saying we're like a corn on the cob or some shit or French fries.
Well,
this is like tri-tip. This is like pulled pork. This is like
those are main courses.
If you go to a barbecue, you can get those as sides.
Justin is your main course.
Can you get a side of tri-tip? You can actually if you go to a barbecue place.
Jesus. Just
Kevin always looking for some loophole, some way to change the question.
I'm just saying, why don't you guys quit being lame and just go with me on this and we'll riff on meats.
I've never ordered tri-tip as a side. If I had, I'd be right there with you, buddy.
Well, can I get ribs, a side of tri-tip, and a side of
brisket?
You guys aren't barbecuing it, right? It's just a plate of meat.
All right. So Ladd McConkey, tried and true, go-to.
Yep.
I'm going to say he's fries.
Consistent.
I'm going to say he's a go-to fries. He's with almost every meal.
Yeah.
He's always a part of it.
Yeah. Don't take him off the field.
Don't. I'm still eating that.
Yeah.
Let's see. QJ. He could be corn on the cob. I'd roll him around in butter.
Yeah, it's slippery.
Yeah.
I drop it sometimes.
Whoop.
Gets stuck in your teeth. Yeah. Kind of a hit or miss kind of side.
Yeah. And Tre Harris.
Yeah.
He's like he's fresh. He's new. He's right out of the oven. He's a baked potato, baby.
Oh, baked potato, yeah.
Yeah, he's a
and
big
only getting started because you start getting him really into the system. Get all those condiments on there, some butter, some sour cream, some bacon.
Yeah, if they're gonna try him at all these different positions, he's got to be able to take all the fixins.
He's a side that gets extra sides on top.
It gets better.
Yeah, you're gonna top that baked potato with tri-tip, baby.
Yeah, you put tri-tip, right, Kev, on the baked potato.
All right, you guys finish this one.
And how long into the season do you think the identity crisis for wide receiver X will last? They'll figure it out.
Yeah, we didn't really have one last year either.
There you go. Look how far we got.
So we're used to it. Yeah.
We'll run it back. All right. Andrew Ramsey, Rock Yasenov, haha, Clinton Deliverance. Thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Senior Snappy, who asked the question.
What's it gonna take to, brother, to get the Chargers to do Phillips' retirement ceremony in front of Rivers Lake?
That would be pretty sweet. If that was his retirement ceremony, to not just have him sign the one-day contract to be like, we hereby dedicate this body of water as Philip Rivers Lake.
Him like floating out there on a barge, just like throwing footballs into the crowd.
Yes. Oh, that would be amazing. What is it going to take? A signed petition, maybe? I don't know.
You know that video that's viral of oh man, why can't I think of his name? He's riding the jet ski, and it's like the leopard print purple jet ski. Kenny Powers riding on the jet ski. You get Philip Rivers out there.
Jet ski in Rivers Lake.
That'd be sick.
Come on.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, he would be. That would be a lot of fun. So that would fulfill a lot of dreams there, Phil. But yeah, whatever we got to do, Senior Snappy, I'll sign on the dotted line to get Phillips' retirement ceremony in front of Rivers Lake for sure. But thank you, buddy, for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Zachary Shelton, who asked the question.
Now that Rivers has officially retired as a Charger and will go into the Hall of Fame in the near future, who should induct him?
It's a great question. Who should induct Philip Rivers?
I feel like it's a Hardwick move.
That's what I was going to say.
I mean,
like your center hand, you get him the ball every play.
You guys have been intimate for a long
Is that
time.
how he gives him the contract? He takes it to stance and likes it through his legs.
Get under there, big boy.
One last time.
You want your one-day contract? Get under here.
For old time's sake. And we're not doing shotgun.
No.
Get under center, baby.
Get up in there, big boy.
Yeah, that for sure. I could see it being Gates, though.
Or his 14 kids.
Yeah, all 14 kids. They each take a piece and hold it up to him.
It's hard to say on that. That's a tough one. That's a really good question.
It is a good question.
It's a great question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
I would say Hardwick. I think Hardwick is probably going to be it, but I could see Gates being it as well.
It seems like Gates and him had the longest.
That's what I mean. I'm trying to think of like who had that longest.
Well, and at that point, Gates will have been in the Hall of Fame. So Hall of Fame, introducing a Hall of Famer.
Right. He'll be walking up in a gold jacket.
Like welcoming him to the club.
Yeah. God, can't wait for that Hall of Fame game. It's right.
That's like a week away. It's like 10 days or something.
Yeah.
Something stupid.
It's very
10
close.
days, yeah.
Couldn't be closer. All right. Zach Shelton, thank you, buddy. It could. But at this point in time, it can't be getting closer than it is right now.
Yeah.
Zach Shelton, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on out to Charging Buck, who asked the question. What do you think a Harbaugh-Rivers locker room would have been like? I can only imagine it being electric. That would have been electric.
That would be electric.
That would have been insane. Do you think they would have gotten along?
100%. Football guys.
They're both super positive.
Yeah. They both love football.
Yeah.
We know Harbaugh loves people that love football.
They're both Catholic, so that goes a long way.
It does.
Nunkopi would have gone a long way.
He would have. Yeah, he would have been in on that for sure.
No, they would have been best buddies.
Yeah, they'd have been bros.
What could have been?
Imagine. I just want to hear what Harbaugh would have been saying about Rivers, because we know what he says about Herbert.
Yeah.
I just want like an alternate universe where Harbaugh's talking about Philip the way he talks about Justin.
What Rivers says about Harbaugh. Because, golly, he'd have a lot of good things to say about Harbaugh. Yeah. So what could have been, it would have been amazing to see. But there's a lot of amazing things that we just have to imagine. Charging
sometimes
Buck.
That's a nice place.
And sometimes, you know what? That's the best place.
When you close your eyes, let's dream. Let's have things to dream about. You know what I mean? Like, let's give ourselves a chance to have a restful dream about like what Harbaugh and Rivers would have been like.
Let the dreamers dream.
And I'll report back next week because I'm doing it tonight.
Because it's happening.
It's happening this evening. I know you can't control your dreams or what you're thinking. I'm just going to think about it so hard
will it
for the next hour and a half.
into existence.
Will this dream into existence?
All right. Charging Buck, thank you for asking the question. Let's move it on now to Athair Kader.
There.
Kader.
Who asked the question?
First, Charger China, my lovely Bolt fam. Hope everyone's enjoying training camp, baby. I was jealous that I could not be there. Anyone that ends up going, I'm happy for them, baby. Second, thanks, Will Dog, for calling a theory that loves you so much a jerk for my question last week because it was hot, baby. LMAO. You can't stand a Thea's heat. Get out of the kitchen, brother. LMAO. Now to my only question, please. Let's talk about some road games outside the division. Pick 2 road games that you're a little bit nervous about, baby. Like you might have to sweat this one fourth quarter stressful, baby. LOL. I'm going first to see if I can take the pressure off my guys, baby. Dolphins and Cowgirls, baby. These are the games. You got the Cowboys, Dolphins, Jaguars, Giants, and the Titans, baby. Let's hear my boys. We start with my lovely Coach Kyle, followed by my awesome and best friend Kevin, and we close this out with, as always, my baby, my love, my heart, my life, Will Dog, baby. Chargers country, let's ride, and the entire AFC, baby. Okay, love you, bye, baby.
Love it, Athir.
They always bring in the energy. Hi from your iPad, Athir.
Hi.
All right. Well, first of all, yeah, I was only calling you a jerk because you made me have to decide what game would suck worse to lose. And I'm sorry, Athir. I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's too spicy for me. I'm out of your kitchen. But to your main question, let's see, some away games, not in the division, that we might have to sweat this one. Fourth quarter, kind of stressful. Not that we lose. It's just going to be a little stressful.
I'm first.
Yeah, anybody.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think right out of the I'm trying to look over the schedule really quick. Look at our away games.
Well, it's Cowboys, Dolphins, Jaguars, Giants, and Titans.
Where we're coming from, I think, is important.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not a tough. We got a lot of the tough opponents we get at home this year.
I'm not worried about any of these teams.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not.
I know that's not answering your question at the end.
It's not a great answer, but
answer questions.
It feels like all of our tough games are definitely our home games. Yeah. I mean, you have Washington at home, you have Pittsburgh at home, you have Philly at home, you have Houston at home. It's most of the tough games we're going to deal with at home. So I'm not like overly concerned with our road opponents. The Giants, the Dolphins, I guess the Dolphins, the Titans, no, Jacksonville, no, Dallas, no. Yeah. I don't know. I like the question because it made me look at our road schedule and it's not that bad.
I guess the Cowboys, because they have the best quarterback out of all these people, but
yeah, the road schedule is not bad.
No.
Yeah, I think Dolphins. I don't think we're losing to any of these guys, but I could see the Dolphins being tough. Cowboys, yeah. I'm really curious about because they just had a thing come out where like Jerry Jones was kind of talking a little bit of smack on Dak Prescott and Micah Parsons. I know, but he's the owner. Energy. That's the guy you're freaking playing for.
He's the owner and the GM.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So I don't know that they're necessarily going to be a problem. I don't know they're going to be.
They haven't been a problem since the 90s. I think
they're the Raiders.
This is how we do it.
Are we wearing our navies to them? Because that'd be awesome.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
No, we're not.
We're
it's
not.
Vikings and Raiders.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not worried about any of these teams, honestly.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm worried about some home games, and if you could put it in the divisional games, Chiefs and Broncos.
Yeah.
Those are the two I'm worried about. I'm not worried about like that's going to be a tight match that I'm not going to.
They're going to come down to the fourth quarter for sure.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, there you go, Athir. Thank you, buddy, for asking the question. And we go out of Ask Boltfam with Tony Francis, who asked the question.
Yeah. What's up, soldiers? Another crazy week in the books. Training camp starts. Mike Dub decides to hang up the boots, and Kev might be a Raiders fan.
Whoa. No, stop, pause. What
in the actual cadets? We need to get to the bottom of this ASAP. My first question is directed to you, Coach. At what age did you start to suspect your brother might be a Raiders fan? And did these banana Chargers uniforms really bring him out of the closet? What are your thoughts, soldier? And my next question is directed to you, Kev. You know what it is. Why? Why in the flying did these banana uniforms turn you towards the silver and black? Really, cadet? Explain yourself.
And my last question is directed at you, Wolldog. Did you have any clue about this treachery? Is this really it really isn't true? What does Kev need to do to prove his allegiance to the Chargers? My first guess would be that he buys a banana yellow Herbert jersey ASAP. As always, f the Raiders, burn the kingdom, kick the donkeys, and suck my butt.
Kevin.
What?
It's off and running.
I'm not engaging in this play because that is the most asinine thing.
I don't think that's going to help you.
Whatever. I'm not going to engage
dude.
with this because this is such horseshit. The biggest horseshit. I'm talking literally just colors, not teams. Colors, Tony Francis. COOLOR. Color.
Coolers.
You like black and gray.
I like the color black more than I like the color yellow. That doesn't mean the Raiders. I saw tons of Charger jerseys that were black as like alternate versions. I'm just saying I prefer the color black over the color yellow in that capacity. And that's the last I'll say of it. I am not a Raider fan, and don't ever say that again, Tony Francis. Don't ever say it again, or I will delete this shit. I will
say it.
100% make sure not only are you not the last question, you're the first question.
You're out of the
and
Patreon.
I will step out of the.
You're out of the Zoom hangout.
I'm cutting ties. These are fighting words, Tony Francis. Get that shit out of here.
I don't know. I don't think you can be that mad at Tony. You said you like the Raiders jerseys more than
I did not say that. You made that.
What?
Not what I said.
You like their jerseys more than our yellow ones.
I said if you were to pick between a jersey, I didn't like the yellow at all. So of all the shitty jerseys in the league, I would go with the shittiest.
You like the Raiders
over the yellow
home jerseys over the yellows. You said that.
The color, yes. Not the team.
The jersey. No, we said Adam said, I bet there's a jersey out there that their home jersey is worse than our yellow alternates.
We are giving too much time to this. I hate the Raiders. I always have, always will. This is not something that needs to be debated.
I'll answer the question.
Longer. Go ahead.
I'll answer my question.
Answer away.
I hadn't ever suspected Kevin until last week. There was not even a hint or a trace of suspicion.
But the fact that we're playing with this means this might get asked again, and I will fucking walk off the podcast if somebody says I'm a Raider fan.
I'm going to walk.
Not the case.
You're going to walk.
I'll walk. I'll prepare my papers and I'll hand them in.
I will walk. Tony, you're going to kill the podcast, dude.
You will.
Don't do it,
say
Tony.
I'm a Raider fan again.
Tony, don't do it.
Fuck you up.
It's odd that you're in a black shirt tonight, too.
It's blue, baby. Navy.
Oh, it is blue. And it's the Hairball Club. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Sorry, I'm getting a little angry, Tony, but this is ridiculous.
Okay. All right. So are you getting a yellow jersey?
Adam?
I'm not buying a yellow jersey. No, I don't like the yellow jersey. I just bought a $350 Navy one. I'm going to stick with that for a while.
Utah, give me two?
No, one jersey. I'm not going to get coaxed into buying another jersey.
All right.
You'd really be a Charger fan if you bought a Trey Pipkins yellow jersey. And you got it 3 sizes too big again.
Oh, boy. Tony, thank you.
Run with it, Tony.
For asking the question. And thank you, everybody, for asking questions on Ask Boltfam. You guys make this what it is. And
we ready to walk out of here and fight somebody in the streets. I'm very pissed off.
Find
right
a child.
I'm really pissed.
We're fighting.
I'll find somebody to punch.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Charger Chat. Any final thoughts there, gentlemen?
Got any, Kev?
I got nothing. I'm done with this episode.
Okay.
Okay, good. Go Chargers.
Go. Chargers go. That's going to do it for us here at Charger Chat, folks. Don't forget to bolt up because we're ready for any squad, any place.
Bye.
Okay, love you, bye.
Okay, love you, bye. And now, a word from our sponsors. Tired of holding back when it comes to telling people what you really think? Let Pigeon Tweets do the dirty work for you. Simply record your message and we'll send a trained pigeon with your harshest words straight to their doorstep. With Pigeon Tweets, you can send your most cutting remarks the old-fashioned way. Pigeon Tweets. for when your passive-aggressive texts just aren't enough.
Who sniffed my fart 69?
Pigeon not included.